Carolina squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Arizona State Sun Devils will take over first and 10.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Pushed his way ahead, really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in a...
He's loose. He's at the 40, at the 20, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Corner's going to give them room. Wants to throw on first down. Going for a big play right off the bat. On target to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
These corners backing off a bit. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Canes have this offense rolling. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Running through contact. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Canes. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Scooped up by the kicking team. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
And the returner will be dragged down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He makes the connection. At the 20, he's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Final play of the quarter coming. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 21, Arizona State 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finding an escape route. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On second down, he's looking downfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Soft spot in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. And they did right there.
Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Comes out throwing on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They'll line up for a second down play. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. They want to just keep throwing it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Canes are threatening in the red zone. He wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Corners are going to bail. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Canes. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Wisconsin. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Moving past the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Got his man on the outside. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Gives it the big stiff arm. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Touchdown, Miami! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. But they may have to give this guy a Homestead exemption in the end zone. He spent so much time in there, and we're not even at halftime.
I've lost count. I don't know if that's probably on your stat sheet in front of you, but goodness gracious, that's at least 3 that I can remember, so he's having a heck of a day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime. Lets it fly. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, he's got room. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He lets it fly. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
Going deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. He'll try to get it through the air. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Sun Devils get enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Knocking on the door. Offense now in the red zone.
Quarterback will audible. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Miami 49, Arizona State 21.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Forced out of the pocket. He'll let it go to the left. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Canes! And the route is on.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it, and they maintain with possession. It's crazy.
Fires to the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Canes want to move quickly.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Hurricanes getting set on first and 10.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. At the 45 on its way. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability.
Unleashes one deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll throw it on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Looking to throw on second down. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him.
Going for it all. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Bringing it back. Smashes ahead. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more.
Afterburners coming. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 70, Arizona State 21.
1st down to start the drive after the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Touchdown, Canes! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right.
He unleashes a long one. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Ripped off a huge shunt play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. New set of downs after that completion. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for an open man on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he's thrown another interception. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Throws for the tight end. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. Offense gets set for second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's going up top. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Fires to the tight end. Just destroying his way through the field. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
And your Arizona State Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
This offense has a second down play. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw here on second down. Shoots it to the left. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
He wants to pass it on second down. He wants to go deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll try to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He wants to throw it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 12, set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games.
Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 2nd down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.